It's obviously not my day. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, hope everything is going well for everyone out there in the world. I'm going to keep it pretty short tonight. Welcome. It is Sunday. And I've got the date wrong, don't I? Yes, I do. Definitely not my day today. It is Sunday, December 4th. And let me just dial that in for you. If you're new to the group, welcome. What took you so long? We are now in the final, for all intents and purposes. This next week is the week that matters for us in the 18-year history of our group. This coming week is by far and away the most important. If you're new to the group, welcome. We are the oldest, largest, first, and in many ways only true grassroots group fighting only and absolutely for student loan justice. It's a big week, guys. I'm not going to, no exaggeration whatsoever. We have two bills, S-2598 in the Senate, HR 9110 in the House. These bills will return after 18 years of trying the constitutionally enshrined right of bankruptcy to student loans. Now, whatever you want to see happen with your student loans, we've got to get the right of bankruptcy back. We've got to, in order for whatever you want to happen. Most important thing I'll say tonight. Well, I'm going to say a lot of important things tonight. But from a policy standpoint, that's the most important bit of news that you need to understand. These bills that we have in perfectly primed and pumped position to be passed right now have got to pass. Really, there's two deadlines. I've been saying December 21st, and that's true. That's the last day that the Senate meets this year. But honestly, dudettes, the House, their last legislative day is December 15th. So, and we're now on December 4th. So we have, depending on how you want to count it, we've got either 11 days or 17 days. 11 days or 17 days. So, and who knows, guys, after this coming week, the cake may be baked. It may be too late for us as a group to have an impact on what happens. This is not something that we can just be like, oh, well, on December 20th, we'll get off our asses and they'll pass it on the 20th. No. That's not how Congress works. Right now is when the sausage is being made. And we've got a lot of competition because everybody and their brother is trying to get in last minute shit for the Democrats to do. Pardon my French. So most importantly, what you do or what you don't do this coming week could very well spell success or failure for us. Now, remember, guys, we're in a very rare political atmosphere where one party, the Democrats, have control of both House and Senate and the presidency. So they can pass stuff right now. And they can pass our bill with overwhelming bipartisan support, I suspect. I think that in the Senate, our thing would pass by at least 60 votes, probably more. In the House, about the same percentage, if not more. So if you have any questions or comments, throw them out on Facebook or Twitter, and if I can see them, I'll very happily respond to them. A couple of announcements. One big ace that we have up our sleeve is that a nationally televised documentary is coming out on NBC Peacock next weekend, this coming weekend, not today, next weekend. And it's going to be a big deal. It's going to air live on MSNBC, I know, but it's also going to be on Peacock as well. So for streaming and stuff. This is a big deal, guys. And on that note, I'm flying to Los Angeles to premiere this thing on Wednesday going to the USC Film School. Thanks to Lisa Ansell, by the way, at USC, who made much of this happen. I appreciate her efforts greatly. If you happen to be in Los Angeles, and if you want to come see it, you can do that for free at the film school at the Stark Family Theater at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, by the way, and we would love to see you there. I know quite a few people from our group are going to try and come check it out. I heard one lady was even talking about flying from Texas to come and see us. So it's kind of a big deal, guys. For us as a group, certainly, but most importantly, if we are going to get this legislation passed, guys, it's going to take a number of things happening. We need a perfect storm at this point. And the number one thing that we need is a massive groundswell of people, normal people, like you, and maybe you're not normal, but it's just human being people fighting with us, fighting for the passage of this legislation. So because the House is going on break December 15th, we probably want to be pushing them extra hard early, like tomorrow. We're going to be pushing the 3 or 4 key people in the House who matter for this bill. Number one is Jerry Nadler. He's chairman of the House Judiciary Committee. It's his bill, by the way. It's his bill. He sponsored it. Jerry Nadler, David Cicilline, who heads the committee where the bill sits. Nancy Pelosi, Speaker Pelosi, who controls the agenda of the House floor. I normally don't name staff, but there's a staffer called Slade Bond, SLADEBOND, like James Bond, but Slade Bond. He becomes very important. So literally anything that you can do to push all 4 of those people would be very helpful. I will be putting them in our daily, and have been putting them in our daily actions. And here's the most important practical thing I have to tell you tonight. If you want to help and you don't want to be absolutely screwed for years and decades to come, perhaps, definitely years, perhaps decades, the number one first thing you should be doing are our daily actions right there. We come up with these daily actions nearly every single day. Sometimes we skip Saturdays or Sundays, but if you go to our website, studentloanjustice.org, look at the top of the page, you will see our daily actions. Do at least, I'm going to say 3 weeks to a month worth of our daily actions. They will help. We've got over 1 million people on our group, and every single one of them, to a last person, if they care at all about getting something actually done for student loans, not this fake Biden $10,000 loan cancellation. That was a gimmick from the get-go. Not any of the bullshit that any politician may be promising in the next congressional session, Elizabeth Warren. That's all nonsense. Congress is going to be gridlocked. Actual student loan justice. If that is what you seek, and everybody with student loans probably should be seeking it, but certainly the 85% of all borrowers who are distressed on their loans, that's like 42 or 3 million people, you would be doing our daily actions. So I'm not going to beg you to do them, but I can tell you that people are doing them, and everybody out there who is doing them, I salute you. We stand at the precipice of a massive victory here, guys. And when everybody helps, that will happen. If everybody in our group was doing our daily actions, this problem would be solved like months or years ago, quite frankly. But it all starts with you. It always has. It always will. And that is more true, most true in this next week, the week that counts. These are the days, ladies and gentlemen. These are the days. And if you allow yourself to be distracted by all the bullshit that's going on around student loans in the media, well, then we'll fail. We will fail. And we will be here on January 1st And we will be wandering around in the congressionally gridlocked wilderness again, like we did for 14 very long years. I don't want to do that. And if you don't want to do that, then the very minimum that you will do is 2 weeks or a month worth of our daily actions. So I'm looking for your comments now. I hope everybody's doing well out there in the world. I'm going to keep it very short tonight. Hey, Michael Chaney is with us tonight. Hey, Michael, what's going on, man? Yeah, both of our bills are in the Judiciary Committee, as Michael points out. Judiciary Committee in the Senate, Judiciary Committee in the House. So Dick Durbin and Jerry Nadler are the chairman of those committees. Dick Durbin and Jerry Nadler are the sponsors of our bills. So I'm telling you guys, the bills are perfectly positioned to pass right now. Hey, Vanjie Andrew's with us tonight. But yeah, guys, I don't know what more that I can say. I almost feel like if I go on and talk about other things, you guys will get distracted and forget. So maybe I should just end it tonight and say, guys, do those daily actions. It's the number one thing that you should be doing. Frankly, you should be doing far more than that. I think everybody on here is fairly smart. Everybody kind of knows how a bill becomes a law. And everybody knows that they need to be pushing their local, including those 5 people I mentioned earlier. Everybody's got a member of Congress, a House rep. Everybody's got 2 senators. That's 3 people that if you want this student loan problem solved, then between now and December 15th, you will make it your mission to make sure that your 1 House rep and your 2 senators do everything that you do everything you can do to get those 3 people pushing publicly, calling for S2598 and HR 9110. S2598, HR 9110. And by the way, on that note, I just published an article, and let me just do a quick screen share with you so you can see it. Yeah, there it is. I just published this article. So if you go to studentloanjustice.medium.com, you can see this article that I just published. And this sucker, this is the most important article I've ever written. And we've written hundreds of articles at this point over many years of fighting. It is just of penultimate importance that this article right here, I'm not sure where you can see me in the box, so I don't know which way I should be pointing, but that article right there, it's on my screen share. We need to get that around to everyone, all the demos that you can think of. And by the way, we're a fiercely nonpartisan group, guys, but we are highly partisan aware. So studentloanjustice.medium.com, and you can see that article at the very top. So make that happen, guys. This is it, guys. What the Democrats do, what the Democrats do not do between December 15th, December 21st. That means everything. And Gordon mentioned earlier, and he raised a good point. If the House doesn't pass this thing by December 15th, then the Senate is kind of a wash. I mean, the Senate, I don't see. Gordon was right. I don't see a word. I mean, barring an emergency session of the House to quickly vote our thing through, it just ain't going to happen. So this December 15th deadline is the most pressing on us right now. So focusing on your House rep is very important. It's all important, guys. It's all important right now. But I know a lot of people out there, they are wondering, they're waiting, they're watching, they're worrying, they're eating popcorn, they're sitting there frozen. They don't know what to do. We know exactly what to do. And it starts with doing our daily actions. So if you want to actually help right now, you could be the national savior of student loans. It only takes one well-written email, one perfect phone call, one certain secret meeting with maybe your uncle's ex-wife is a senator, or who knows, maybe there's some way that you have according to your own unique skills and talents. There's some sort of a ace in your up your sleeve that you can play to get this legislation through. Now is the time for you to play that card. Because again, guys, if we don't get it done this year, we are going to be absolutely and totally screwed. And that's just the fact. I wish we had more time, but we've had a lot of time. We've had 2 years to get these bills passed, guys. So the fact that it came down to where we're at now, all I know is you need to get off your ass if you don't want to spend the rest of your life. The fact that it came down to in this predatory debt. Now, shut up. If you don't want to spend the rest of your life trapped in this predatory debt, then you will help us, and that's as real as it gets, and it's true. We've been doing this for many years, guys. We've been betrayed by the Democrats before, and if you read that article, you can see exactly what has gone on over the past 18 years of this battle, and you can see why the stakes are so high right now. And the stakes are high for the Democrats. Make no mistake. We are hopeful that the Democrats will do the right thing by December 15th, December 21st. But I know, just as a practical matter, unless and until we fight, we meaning you and me, then we're going to be screwed. We're going to be overwhelmed. So this is important. What you do right now means everything. What you do between now and December 15th, 21st means everything. It means everything. And I'm going to try and keep it positive there. I am encouraged. I am stoked at all the things that are lined up on our side right now. Like, we have a huge amount. We've never been closer, ladies and gentlemen, but we've got to get over. We've got to break through. We've got to get it over. We've got to get past. We've got to get over the hump. We've got to finally get to the top of the hill, grab that flag, and then it's all downhill from there. But we've got to get up to the very top. Getting to a couple feet of the top is great, but you got to get up to the top. You got to grab that flag. And we're counting on you. And I hope that all of you have seen how hard I've worked, how hard Ed has worked, how hard all the people I see on the live stream tonight, Michael, Vanjie, Christina, so many other people. Jackie is an absolute a force of nature on Twitter. I salute Jackie. I hope that you will draw encouragement and get off your ass, if for no other reason, to show your appreciation to all the people on this group who've been working so hard, thanklessly, day in and day out on this problem. We have people like Martha on the East Coast. Martha is in a wheelchair. She cannot speak. She can't even eat without a tube. And Martha is doing our daily actions. So now is not the time to make excuses. Now is not the time for you to be sitting on the sidelines, waiting, watching, worrying, reading Forbes magazine, pretending that you're going to do something when really you're just going to sit on your ass. Now is not that time. Now is the time to actually fight your battle. Your battle. These are your student loans. This is your financial livelihood that hangs in the balance. So I'm just going to leave it there at that, guys. I will be back on Monday. Things are happening very quickly. Stay tuned. Very good things are happening, if you can't tell. And we've got to push with all of our might, and that means you. And that's the only thing that matters. So make a promise to yourself that you will fight for yourself, for the country, for 43 million other people, for hundreds of millions of other people that are going to follow in our footsteps, for the Constitution. Founders are strongly on our side. And just for the sake of right. Abraham Lincoln said that right makes might. Or is it? Yeah, That's right. Not the other way around. Right makes might, and we are right, ladies and gentlemen. But we will be overwhelmed by the mighty unless and until you stand up and you get our back and you row in the same direction as us. It's an easy battle to win, guys. The only thing that matters right now is whether or not you sitting there, whether you fight it. So spread the word. Spread the word about this group. Don't even look at the other groups. They are out to lunch. The other groups are fake. Some of them are corrupted. They are sickening and stupid people, and they ought to be ashamed of themselves. Don't let those other groups distract you. We know what's going on. We know what the important fight in this battle is, and the important fight is getting bankruptcy back, and the important legislation that either we are going to get to not pass, or we are going to get to pass by the end of this congressional term, by December 21st. That all depends on how, whether and how hard you fight. So spread the word, guys. We're where it's at. If ever you were gonna get your back into something, your entire adult life, now would be when you would do that. So I wish you the best of luck, the godliest of speeds. I will see you tomorrow night. Let's make this happen. God bless everyone. See you tomorrow.